Incredible group of leaders on the absolute cutting edge of innovation, including many CEOs from the world's most successful businesses.
Yeah, but you know, EG&G, one of the plants is on the edge of the Area 51. They're the ones manufacturing the implants that you're taking out of these abduction victims. You don't need an RF frequency plant chip to track anybody. They're not coming from outer space. They don't need that. If you're interstellar, you're transdimensional, because their technologies are way beyond that. I said, this is human.
Project BlueBeam at one time or another. Now, for those of you that don't know what Project BlueBeam is, it is a military project working with the hidden hand, the dark government, the deep state, the elites, whatever you want to call them, where they will use holographic projectors along with voice-to-skull technology.
When you're so tied into these technologies, you're not really seeing what's going on in the real world. All the things that are going on today, like surveillance, hacking of phones.
The intelligence community, what I discovered was amazing. There has been a plan in existence since about 1917 to create an artificial extraterrestrial threat to this Earth in order to create a one-world totalitarian socialist government.
Of Project BlueBeam. Project BlueBeam is a top-secret operation of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA for short, of the United States of America. Project BlueBeam is divided into 4 steps.
A man that I worked with before his death had developed an electronic system in 1956 that would enable someone electronically to remote view anywhere.
This was taken right up the road from me in Maine, the state of Maine. And it's an incredible rectangular moon. This right here appears to be a fake moonrise going horribly wrong. That is not a round rock in the sky.
And just monitoring it through your laptop, all of this kind of thing. One of the big problems is that the vast majority of the population aren't complaining about it. They just get on with their lives.
Nevertheless, an effective political substitute for war would require alternate enemies, some of which might seem equally far-fetched in the context of the current war system. It may be, for instance, that gross pollution of the environment can eventually replace the possibility of mass destruction by nuclear weapons as the principal substitute for war.
I'll come outside to look at this because it looks like a sun ray at sunset. The sun's already set, so I'm thinking it's just an unusual sun ray.
And they were developed decades ago. Now, how hard is it to deploy them? Not hard. They're not used every day. They're used enough to create a groundswell of conviction that there's an alien threat. So you take that capability, combine it with man-made UFOs, combine it with disinformation in general about the subject, and also certain chemicals, and you can launch an entire...
Step 1. The first step in the NASA BlueBeam project concerns the breakdown of all archaeological knowledge. We will see more and more hoax discoveries, where these new discoveries will finally explain to all people the error of all fundamental religious doctrines. The falsification of this information will be used to make all nations believe that the religious doctrines have been misunderstood for centuries.
That is not a normal, what is that? The top of a mushroom? You know what I'm saying? It simply looks like a glitch in the matrix. Project BlueBeam isn't working properly.
Holograms on a battlefield would be to divert the attention of the enemy, to deliver propaganda or
contagion of fear that's based on completely man-made false events.
Advanced technologies, and all these talks about microchips. The military started doing a lot of research into sort of implanting chips in troops, and also, sort of even like cyborg technology, integrated into the troops as well.
Poisoning of the air and of the principal sources of food and water supply is already well advanced, and at first glance would seem promising in this respect. It constitutes a threat that can be dealt with only through social organization and political power.
Step 2. The second step is about creating a gigantic space light show with 3D holograms and sounds, laser projections of multiple holographic images. You'd think holograms are science fiction. Just Google 3D hologram on YouTube.
The UFO phenomenon, it has all the earmarks of the most successful, most sophisticated mind control operation in the history of the world, and you are ignoring it.
Step 3. The third step is a telepathic electronic two-way communication with extra low frequency, very low frequency, powerful waves which are able to reach everyone on Earth. Using H8ARP wave technology, ELF-H8ARP waves can be directly projected into the brain, causing the brain to receive messages.
Something very frightening to make the enemy run away if you think that he will believe that what you're sending is really an angel, a devil, a UFO.
That very well possibly there's going to be an alien invasion. And the government knows it.
Right.
And consequently, they are trying to prepare the people.
Create the possibility in the minds of the people of the world that we are being threatened from some other species, from some other planet, and do it in a way that if anybody questions it, or challenged it, or wants to talk about it publicly, that they are ridiculed.
They wanted to see how the people will react if the people really thought that there was an alien invasion from another world. It was called War of the Worlds.
Step 4. Electronic universal supernatural manifestation designed to deceive will create the following illusion. Make mankind believe an alien invasion is imminent. How are they going to project the images on the sky? Well, if this is your question, then you have to get back to step 2, and research on 3D holograms.